Life is a delicate dance of priorities, and striking the right balance means different things to different people. But at its core, it's about feeling aligned in all areas of life, where you're not consistently chasing after something, but rather flowing with intention. We're gonna dive into something that we all struggle with at some point in our lives: balance. Whether it's work and personal life, pursuing our passions while taking care of responsibilities, or finding time for self-care while being there for others. Balance can feel elusive, but it doesn't have to be. I'm Big Dame, and you know what time it is. Yo, what's happening, everybody? Greetings and welcome to another installment of You Know What Time It Is. It's your resident timekeeper, Big Dame, and I want to thank you all for joining me for another video. So, how do we actually find balance in life? There's no one-size-fits-all formula, but I want to share 5 key principles that has helped me and can certainly help you. Let's get started. Number 1, prioritize what truly matters. The first step is understanding what really matters to you. We live in a world full of distractions, pressures, and external expectations. So take a step back and ask yourself, what are my top priorities? Think about your relationships, career, health, personal growth, spiritual or emotional well-being. Write them down. Once you have a clear sense of what's truly important, you'll be better equipped to make decisions that align with those values, cutting out what's unnecessary and staying focused on what brings you joy and fulfillment. Considering the last video I hit y'all with, this is definitely important for somebody like me, because it's been said many times before, what you write down, a lot of times you're gonna end up doing it. And if you don't write it down, well, you simply ain't gonna do it. I'm learning this lesson just as well. Be sure to watch the last video if you need more context. Number 2, set boundaries. Balance doesn't just happen on its own. It's something you have to create. Setting boundaries is essential, especially in areas where you feel overwhelmed or stretched too thin. This means saying no when you need to, protecting your personal time, and not allowing guilt to drive your decisions. Without boundaries, it's impossible to maintain balance because you'll constantly be giving more of yourself than you can afford. You over here trying to give other people a shoulder to cry on, a listening ear, all the while you're not taking that energy towards yourself. Self-love is extremely important, so you have to know when to say no. Number 3, embrace flexibility. Balance isn't rigid. Life is unpredictable, and sometimes things won't go as planned. You might have a week where work demands more attention, and the next week, you'll need personal time. The key is to flow with these changes without feeling guilty. Be flexible and gentle with yourself. Balance is about the long-term picture, not perfection, every single day. Nobody is perfect. Absolutely nobody, including yours truly. Number 4, mind your energy, not just time. We often like to think of balance in terms of time, but it's just as important to think about energy. How much energy do you have to give to the things that matter to you? Sometimes, even if you have time, you might not have the energy. Pay attention to how your activities, relationships, and habits affect your energy levels. Make sure you're invested in things that restore and nourish you. Energy is certainly real out here. You don't always have to have verbal communication in order to feel it. You can tell by their body language, the type of vibe that certain people tends to carry. That's energy. You gotta be able to protect your energy at all times because there's a lot of energy vampires willing to suck that energy right up out of you without even knowing. You have to protect your energy. Think about your job. Think about your relationship. Think about all the habits you have going on in your life and how that affects you mentally, how that affects you emotionally, even how that affects you physically. Energy is extremely important. So you want to take time to do the things that are necessary in order to have that high energy. Go out for a walk, hit the gym. Make sure you're eating plenty of nourishing foods. Don't overdo it, of course. Maintain relationships with those that want to be able to help you get to the next level. Those that you are destined to spend the rest of your life with. That is true energy. And finally, number 5, make time for reflection. Balance is not a set it and forget it kind of deal. As you grow and evolve, so do your needs and priorities. Regularly check in with yourself. How are you feeling? What areas of your life feel out of sync? What adjustments can you make? Reflection helps you stay conscious of your choices and actions so you can make necessary shifts to maintain balance. Again, y'all, self-love is extremely important. If something doesn't feel right within your spirit, listen to your intuition. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. Listen to your intuition. Reflect on things that you can improve on to make the next day better. Always, always, always be conscious of your choices and your actions. A lot of times we like to act before we think, but it doesn't always have to be that way. And again, certain things may not go the way you always planned it, but it's all about adjusting and moving accordingly. That's what it takes in order to get that balance that you seek. Because at the end of the day, balance is all about harmony, feeling at peace with where you are and what you're doing. It's a lifelong process, but when you approach it with intention, flexibility, and care for your own energy, it becomes a lot easier to navigate. And that does it for another edition of You Know What Time It Is. I want to thank you all for watching this video. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who could use a little more balance in their life. Let me know in the comments, what's one area of your life that you're focusing on balancing right now? I would love to hear from you. Make sure you follow YKWTII Broadcast on all social media platforms. You can also follow me at Real Big Dame on Instagram, Twitter, /X, and TikTok. Remember, finding balance is a journey, not a destination. One step at a time, y'all. Until the next video, it's your boy Big Dame, the timekeeper, and I am OUT. Peace.